And here we are, Wednesday afternoon. Oh, freshly mowed grass. And yeah, it just stopped raining. You know, yesterday I was saying that there will be no rain until Sunday. Today it was raining. Basically at like 5:30 it started to rain. Liza, of course, demanded that we have to go out. I said, oh, no, it's raining, let's wait for half an hour. She was complaining the whole time. At 6, when it stopped raining, I said, okay, let's go. And here we are. Yeah, today it was actually just 29, feeling of 30. Oh. Okay. Yeah. One of the more interesting stories, you know, people are starting to get back to work. Vacation was concluded for some, and so yeah. And of course this week they also apparently they resumed the negotiations with the syndicates of the public sector, you know, for the improving the system, improving the pay grade system and everything. And one of the more interesting stories that came out lately is that currently more than 600 teachers are needed in elementaries, I think just elementary schools, or perhaps even including also the high schools. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, we are back. So yeah, more than 600 teachers are needed here in schools. Basically, the majority of them are, yeah, Kaitos Day, sneezing like crazy. The vast majority of them are needed to teach natural sciences, you know, from maths, chemistry, biology, and let's say technical skills, technical subjects like information, computer science, and so forth. Because of course people in these sciences are much in demand in the industry. Peva Tuki, Peva, where they have, of course, better, let's say, they get better salaries. And apparently, percentage-wise, the education sector is the most in demand of new employees. Čaki, Lizzy, no, čakamo. And apparently also if they get new hires, new teachers, let's say junior teachers, a lot of them quit in a year or let's say 3, and mainly is not due to the, well, it's also to the kids, but mainly due to the parents. you know, my child is the best, he deserves straight A's, or in our case 5s. 5 is the highest grade and 1 is the failing grade. You cannot speak to my child like that. My child has special needs. You have to take into consideration these needs, which basically are not needs, but people following the latest trends. And then the teachers are being threatened with legal actions by parents, and so forth. But the interesting part, the second interesting part regarding this, that currently at our job seeking centers, there are more than 900 people whose previous employment was in educational sector. And apparently, I didn't know this, apparently our schools, elementary schools and high schools, gymnasiums, whatever. Liza, Grimo, hello, no? They have quite a lot of temporary hires, and also a lot of, some still employ custodial staff. And what would be the correct term? They are not teachers, but teaching assistants. I don't know if that would be correct term. For example, in gymnasium, when you have lessons in chemistry and biology, you also have, let's call it a lab work. And there is, we had a person employed to take care of the lab. So she didn't teach, she wasn't a teacher, but she was responsible for the lab, for all the ingredients, for cleanliness. So she wasn't a janitor or member of custodial staff, but something in between, because she had to know a lot about chemicals and so forth, and proper handling of them. Plus, I think she also was taking care of our animals. Yeah, in gymnasium we also have a quite big collection of fish tanks and terrariums and I don't know what else. Plus, of course, a lot of plants. I think demonstrator, I don't really, they're technically not assistants. So yeah, and apparently a lot of these people that have temporary job, they got a contract for 1 year. Actually, their contract doesn't last for 12 months, but at the end of the school year, so they get fired, or their contract runs out, expires, and so they go for 2 months, they go on to the job center. And yeah, this is how then also how the schools are saving money. So yeah, for example, when I was in elementary school, we had fully employed janitor, and I think two napridi ta male zadeve. Reč sem punca. Kakor se mi zazdi. Reč, kakor se mi zazdi. No, a si povohala?
Če si punca, ne vem, če bo moja hladila.
Reč, lih je nehal daš. Se bo pa še enkrat uscal.
Evo, že gre.
Eko, a si gor stopila? Joj, napet, ok. Ja, tamle en ni pospravil za samo.
Ja, se dogaja, a ne?
Ja. Yeah. So yeah, you know, and so he was fully employed, and not only that, he actually had a custodial janitor's apartment, and he was basically living in school, you know, so he was always on hand to help, to fix things, you know. Basically during the night he also, you know, doubled as a security guard. And then we had, I think, 2 or perhaps even 3 cleaning ladies. I think that we have several. Plus we had 1 or even 2 members of kitchen staff, you know. And later, when I left, you know, the janitor retired. They then basically completely remodeled the school, and they also demolished the department, so now nobody can actually stay at the school. I think they have also fired the, you know, fully employed cleaning ladies and contracted, you know, a cleaning company. This is also, you know, this has been going quite a lot in also other educational institutions. Basically all the cleaning jobs were taken over by the cleaning companies, and we had quite a lot of problems with that, you know, because quite a lot of times they would, you know, constantly change the staff, and so the staff will not know the requirements or what to do. Yeah, and of course they usually aren't present for the whole, you know, 8 hours, perhaps, you know, for 4 hours or so. And then they move to another location. So yeah. Yeah. You know, at the same time we need people, but at the same time they are firing and not employing teachers and other staff that are desperately needed in schools. Oh yeah. Okay, it's quite a long video already. We will end on this point.